It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. Good morning po sa inyong lahat and welcome to another episode of the Ledipo Business Hour Magnegosyo Tayo program. Of course, this is being brought to you by the provincial government of Albay through the leadership of our very beautiful and inspiring acting governor, Baby Glenda Ong Bongao. We are also being helped and supported by the Provincial Information Office headed by Attorney Marilu Duca Castillo. This is of course a project or a program of the Local Economic Development and Investment Promotion Office. We are under the Governor's Office po, and I'm Ms. Jamie Florence Estrada Ribaya, the Local Economic Development and Investment Promotion Officer of the Province of Albay. Why are we doing this program po? We invite business owners to our program. So kami po ay ma-motivate and ma-inspire po kayo na magbukas na rin ng inyong mga sariling negosyo. And sana dito nyo po sa probinsya ng Albay, maisipang magbukas ng inyong business. Gusto namin patunayan sa pamamagitan ng aming programa that Albay can also be an entrepreneurial hub of excellence and that we can also be the most preferred investment area, not only here in the region, but in the whole country and hopefully internationally na din. So, hindi naman po masama mangarap and basta po may mga background stories tayo na maririnig from the business men or business women na mga na-invite na natin dito and sila po mismo magpapatunay sa inyo na maganda magbukas ng negosyo dito sa Albay. So bago ko po ipakilala sa inyo ang aming guest for today, gusto lamang namin na malaman ninyo kung ano ang aming mission and vision at kung ano po ang mga serbisyong pwede ninyong makuha sa Ledipo office. So please watch this short video po.
Mandates. The Local Economic Development and Investment Promotion Office is mandated to facilitate, prepare, coordinate, and execute local economic development and investment promotion policies, programs, projects, and activities in compliance with DALJ Memo, Circular Number 2010-113. Vision. Ledipo Albay envisions to make the province of Albay the most preferred investment destination by providing a welcoming environment that provides ease in doing business, effective mechanisms, accurate and timely business information, and assistance to potential investors and partners. Mission. Ledipo Albay aims to foster the economic development and investment opportunities in the province of Albay through its various programs, projects, services, and activities. About the services. Local Economic Development and Investment Promotion is an office that is ready to assist potential investors and partners, private, individual or group, both foreign and local, and the general public, in terms of capacity building, advocacy promotion, marketing and product development assistance for the increased economic development and investment in the province of Albay.
And we're back. Sa mga kabubukas pa lang po ng inyong mga Facebook pages and channels, isang magandang Wednesday morning po sa inyong lahat. And welcome to the 102nd episode of the Ledipo Business Hour Magnegosyo Tayo program. Ibig pong sabihin, dahil naka more than 100 na tayo, ready na po kami mag-produce ng aming second Ledipo Business Magazine as promised. Kasi yung first 1 to 50 po na guest na na-invite namin dito ay na-feature na namin doon sa Ledipo Business Magazine, and yung next 50 po ayun naman ang aming i-feature sa aming susunod na Ledipo Business Magazine. Ayan. So now po I will introduce to you our special guest for today. Siya po ay owner ng dalawang negosyo po. Friends, join me in welcoming Sir Cal Recuenco. He is the owner of Cafe Aldao and Estrella. Ayan, good morning and
Hi,
welcome
Ma'am
to the
Jamie.
program
Good morning.
po.
And I am truly honored to be here with you.
Kami po ang honored kasi alam namin ang mga negosyante, super busy po kayo, but you are willing to give us 1 hour ng inyong precious time. So maraming salamat.
Anything to help po.
Ayan, okay. So, na-explain ko na po kanina, sir, no? So, we would like to know your background story about the business so we can motivate and inspire other people to also open their own business.
Of course, ma'am. Pero ma'am, before anything else, pwede bang batiin ko muna yung mga followers namin?
Yes, go ahead po.
Yan. So, good morning, Aldoeños and mga ka-estrellas dyan sa Kamalig. We are located, ma'am, sabihin ko na rin yung location namin. We are located at Solano Street, Barangay 3, Centro Kamalig. So, sobrang easy lang namin matagpuan. Katabi lang namin ng South Star Drug.
Ayan. So, sentro mismo ng Kamalig.
Yes,
madaling mahanap.
Opo.
Ayan, okay. So, dalawa po itong negosyo ninyo, no? We mentioned. So, isang cafe, isang restaurant po.
That's true, ma'am. Yes. So,
sabay mo po ba itong binuksan na negosyo o
yes,
alin po yung nauna?
Actually, ma'am, sabay po yan. Kasi the idea is para magbukas kami ng cafe that caters to, para doon sa mga Gen Z, yung mga mahilig sa mga coffee lovers, yung mga audience natin na talaga namang mahilig sa milk tea, na talagang totoo yung lasang milk tea.
Yun, tama.
Tapos yung cafe, yung Estrellas naman po, which is the restaurant, is named after my mom, na mahilig naman magluto.
Ayun, si Mami ay Estrella ang pangalan.
Yes po. So si Cafe Aldao naman po, parang ginawa namin is hindi kami masyado nag-serve ng maraming drinks sa Estrellas. We took it from the cafe. So pinag-isa na lang namin. So parang after mo kumain, ready ka na for coffee, papasok ka lang sa kabila.
So magkatabi.
Magkatabi sila, ma'am. Yes po.
Itong business.
Meron siyang arch na lusutan para dun sa access. Yes.
Okay. So if you're not into coffee and gusto mo lang talaga kumain, diretso ka na kaagad sa Estrellas na ipinangalan kay Mami.
That's right.
And then, kung coffee naman ang preferred mo munang unahin, edi dun ka muna sa Cafe Aldao. Napakaganda nung naisip ninyong pangalan ng Cafe Aldao. So, ito yung Bicol term na ang ibig sabihin ay umaga.
Umaga, yes, ma'am, yes.
Okay, so pwedeng sunshine or morning.
Yes,
ganon.
parang the idea kasi, ma'am, is I want a name that is rooted from the word Bicol talaga. So parang pag nilala ko siya kahit sa Manila, madali siyang tandaan na parang it sounds like Bicolano, which is Aldao. So I'm actually bringing the name of Bicolanos, in the event na mag-branch out kami sa Manila or maybe hopefully internationally na rin, di ba?
Diba? Yun ang pangarap nating lahat, makapagtayo ng business, umpisahan dito sa atin and then mag-branch out and then makilala. And it's a good thing na gusto mong i-promote ang isang Bicol word, di ba?
That's true, ma'am.
Na nagsisymbolize ng maraming ibig sabihin na maganda ang Aldao. Ikaw po ba? Ano yung nag-inspire sa'yo? Bakit ito yung napili mo?
Ma'am, going back, meron lang kaming parang meron kaming short story sa family namin. Parang one time from Dubai, nag-vacation ako dito. And then we were looking for something na masarap na pag-breakfastan. So gusto namin ng masarap na kape, masarap na pancake. Tapos lumibot kami sa sa Albay, sa Legazpi. Parang wala kaming makita. And then we ended up sa, pwede bang sabihin yung business name? Okay
Go
lang.
ahead.
So we ended up sa Marison Hotel, which is a really good choice. Pero parang naisip namin na hindi ito pa yung gusto namin. And then we came up with an idea na, you know what? Let's put up a cafe na gusto natin para pag uuwi tayo ng Bicol, we have somewhere to go to. Lalo na yung para makain natin yung mga gusto natin. So that's the idea of Aldao.
Ayun, okay. So, Marison can be a good choice, sabi nga ni Sir.
It is.
Oo, maganda naman talaga ang Marison. Pero, merong mga gusto si Sir na personal touches. Kumbaga, meron siyang hinahanap na ito, taste ko talaga to. And gusto mong ilagay doon sa establishment mo yung personal taste mo, personal touch mo. That's why you put up your own business.
Exactly, ma'am.
I see.
Saka parang naisip ko din kasi, while we are searching for that place, parang ang nakita lang namin is more of like the Filipino style, parang more of the Bicolano style na cafe or na mga restaurant. Pero, so, ang naisip ko nun sa Aldao is to create a concept na hindi naman siya yung common sa Bicol. And I'm not saying na I'm against with all the Filipino style. I loved it. In fact, yun actually yung una kong idea. But then I changed my mind na sabihin ko, bakit di natin gawing eclectic? May touch of European, may touch of Mediterranean, para mas maging appealing ito, lalo na sa mga Gen Z nating market.
Which is right naman, because when we talk about business, hindi naman pwedeng dito ka lang.
That's true.
Like, you can innovate anytime and you can add kung ano man yung makakatulong na maging mas maganda, mas appealing.
I completely
yung
agree with you, Ma'am Jamie.
Diba?
Tsaka syempre importante din yung unique selling point natin. Diba?
What's the use of traveling and learning new things if you cannot apply it?
I completely agree with you, ma'am. As in.
With whatever you're doing now. Kaya nga tayo minsan nagta-travel, kaya nga tayo minsan pumupunta sa ibang lugar para na rin mag-research.
Yes, at ma-inspire, diba? I think that's a very good point, ma'am.
Yeah. And then you mentioned you were from Dubai. Ano po ba ito? Nag-work po ba kayo doon or nag-travel lang kayo?
Oh my God, ma'am, pag sinabi ko to sa inyo, malalaman nyo na yung edad ko. But anyway, I started working when I was 19. So, lumipad ako ng Dubai and I started working, as I said nga, 19. That's like around January 9, 1999. So, ang tagal na, no? And I work for, pwede ba sabihin yung mga company, ma'am? Kahit hindi naman okay lang, no? So, I work for Emirates Airlines. And then, after Emirates Airlines, I put up my own business then in Dubai. So, I have a small event company that caters to small and intimate weddings at saka mga corporate events.
Ang galing ni sir.
Sakto lang, ma'am.
For you to, open your business in another country or a different country is something else, diba?
Thank you very much, ma'am. And then,
may events ka doon,
meron ako event company. And at the same time,
apply tayo, please. Like ganun.
You're hired, ma'am.
And then what happened po?
And at the same time, ma'am, I'm also a fashion stylist and wardrobe stylist.
Kita naman, napakaganda. Ako, pagpasok ko pa lang dito, sabi ko, wow, ang ganda ng fashion sense.
Thank you, ma'am. As in, nakakatabayan ng puso. Yun po yung naging trabaho ko dyan. So kami yung mga nabibihis na mga celebrities, lalo na pagka pupunta sila doon, like si Catriona Gray.
Bakit hindi sa atin sinabi ni Mark na big time pala talaga ang
hindi ako big time, ma'am. Sakto lang tayo.
Yung mga nakakasalamuha pala ay celebrities na. So, dinadamitan mo mga celebrities.
Yes, ma'am. So, kasama dyan. So, isa sa mga nadamit ako dyan, sina Catriona, sila Bella Padilla. Yan Constantino. I heard, sir, kanina nagkukwento siya about yan Constantino. Sina Eric Santos. So, yan po yung trabaho. And on top of it, meron din po kaming tinatawag na wardrobe stylist. So, kami naman din yung nagdadamit doon sa mga ginagawang commercial. Nakakita kayo ng commercial ng halimbawa na isang brand, tapos nakita nyo doon yung model, how she look like, how she dressed up. Kami po yung in charge dyan. Stylist po. Yes, stylist po.
Okay, ang galing mo naman, sir. So, existing pa po ba itong business mo?
Yes po, ma'am. Up to this date po. Umuwi lang ako dito for vacation kasi gusto ko lang talaga ma-monitor yung cafe and resto. Kasi ma'am, sabi nga nila, diba, sino ba naman ang magmamahal ng sarili mong negosyo kundi ikaw lang din naman.
Oh my God. Pa-apply ako sa'yo. Joke lang po. Pero okay, so nag-i-exist pa po yung business ninyo, sir, doon sa Dubai.
Opo.
Ano naman po yung pangalan ng business nila doon?
So yung pangalan ng event company ko is Forte. Forte Events, yes, and Lifestyle Management.
Wow.
Opo.
So ikaw po mismo ang owner doon or you have a partner?
Ako po yung owner mismo, yes.
Ang galing mo. So 19 ka napunta ng Dubai? Sige, lahat na ng business mo, pag-uusapan na natin, sir. So, but you are an Albayano talaga.
Yes,
parents are Albayano.
Well, originally, ma'am, talagang taga-Albay kami. My dad is from Albay and my mom is from Inarado. Okay, tapos kaso lang, ma'am, I left Albay when I was 5. So medyo pag kinakausap nila ako ng Bicol, medyo trying hard ako minsan. So gusto ko lang makasabay, kahit trying hard, sige lang.
Pero yung puso mo talagang Albayano.
Yes, ma'am. Dito tayo nagtayo ng negosyo eh. Kasi when I was in Manila, we stayed in Manila for the longest time. So parang kalahati din ng buhay namin nasa Manila. But after the pandemic, during the pandemic, na-realize namin na, wait lang, parang maybe Bicol is a good idea. Na balikan natin. Kasi meron kaming lupa dito eh, na hindi namin pinapansin.
I see.
So parang wala namang gustong umuwi ng Bicol na yun, nung time na yun eh. But then when Mama and Papa said na, you know what, let's go back to Bicol and let's try there. Kasi nga, natatakot na sila sa Manila. So umuwi sila dito, tapos without my knowledge, napatayo sila ng bahay kubo. So sabi ko, parang bigla na lang subulpot ng yung bahay na yan. Then from then on, tuloy-tuloy na yun. Tapos sabi ko, nung ako umuwi dito, anong gagawin ko dito? My God, parang naboboard ako. Tapos yung bahay namin inarado. Yun yung mga first thoughts ko before I went here. Tapos sabi ni Mama, no, you'll have to try. Halika dito. So umuwi ako dito.
Buwi sila for good or for vacation din?
For vacation na naging for good.
Iba pa rin talaga ang sariling bayan.
Pero totoo yan, ma'am. So when I arrived in Bicol, medyo na-impressed ako. Sabi ko, magandang airport.
Sabi na eh.
Diba? Sabi ko, wow.
Marami ng improvements.
Oo, marami ng improvements. Sabi ko, okay. Sabi ko, this is something I could live. Sabi ko, ganyan. Tapos buwi ako ng probinsya, nakita ko yung bahay
namin. Alin ang nadatnan mong airport? Itong...
The new one.
The new one
na po.
Yung Bicol International.
Yes, yan na po yan.
Sige.
So pagdating ko ng bahay...
Anong taon ka po dito umuwi noon?
I think it was around 2022.
Okay.
So,
post-pandemic na. Medyo nagbo-boom na ng konti. Yung nag-open na ng konti yung mga businesses.
So the reason naman na umuwi sila mama dito is because of the pandemic. Natatakot na sila. We have a house in Bulacan na kahit sabihin mong Bulacan, dumadami na yung cases.
I see.
So naglakas ng loob sila.
Medyo relax yung mga tao dito sa Bicol noon. Totoo. Hindi masyadong
Sabi nga ni Kuya noon, grabe yung Bicol, halos wala sila nagmamahal. Sabi, very safe, sabi niya.
Magaling kasi yung natin, gobyerno natin.
I think it's about the government who also controls, the safety of the Bicolanos.
Kaya parang naisip ng parents mo na umuwi muna dito.
Umuwi lang.
Tumakas doon sa masyadong nakakatakot na nangyayari sa ibang lugar. And then,
nung dumating ako dito, ma'am, nakita ko yung situation. Sabi ko, grabe, ang sarap pala ng hangin dito. Yung bahay namin is facing Mayon. But nasa bundok kami, but it's facing Mayon. Tapos sabi ko gano'n, parang obserbahan ko nga kung hanggang kailan ko kayang tumagal dito. And then, later on, na-realize ko na, kaya ko palang tumagal. Sabi ko, nai-enjoy ko yung buhay na nakakita ako ng palayan, slow pace lang. Kasi sa Dubai, parang everyday, kami hassle kami dun eh. Parang everyday, kailangan mong gumising ng maaga. On the go kami dun. Bawal dun ang tamad. Diba? Parang bawal dun yung mabagal kang kumilos. But when I saw Inarado, na-in-love ako. Sabi ko,
Inarado is sa Barangay Inn?
Hindi ko alam mo, basta alam ko.
Kamalig ba yan?
Hindi na, ma'am. Daraga na to.
Daraga na, sige.
Inarado. So nakita ko yung bahay namin. It was like a bahay kubo. Sabi ko, parang may potential tong bahay na to. So, parang in 6 months, pinalakihan ko siya. Ginawa ko siya parang Balinese na parang colonial style. So, meron ako niyan sa Facebook. May sarili siyang page, Casa Estrella. So, kung gusto niyo tingnan, para at least makita niyo rin how it looks. So,
parang Airbnb.
Well, hindi pa siya Airbnb for now, but that's the plan.
The plan.
Kasi malapit kami sa airport, ma'am. We're literally like 15 minutes away from the airport.
Nice.
So maganda yung potential ng lupa.
So ngayon, in the works, kumbaga, ginagawa nyo na ito
Hindi, at the moment, ma'am, hindi pa po. Kasi nakafocus ako ngayon dun sa restaurant namin. Sa restaurant business.
Parang mangyayari yan in the future.
Definitely, ma'am. Definitely. Siguro, I'm giving myself another 3 to 5 years maximum. Siguro mag-for good na ako dito.
Wow!
And I will make sure na gusto ko may bahay talaga ako doon ulit.
Very nice.
Kasi yung bahay namin na doon is for my mom and my kapatid.
I see. Okay. So, kailan mo inopen itong dalawang business na ito?
So, we opened in November. Soft opening namin is November last year.
Baby business pa.
Baby business pa lang ito, ma'am. And then, nag-grand opening kami ng December 8 after a month.
I see. Okay.
And then after that, it's continuously progressing. And nakakatawa kasi nung una, sabi ng kapatid ko, sure ba tayo dyan? Sabi ko, bakit naman? Parang kasi Kamalig is a place na hindi naman masyadong dinadayo ng tao. Sabi nga sa akin. Sabi niya. Tapos on top of that, yung mga katabi mong dyan, milk tea and cafe, they're selling their milk teas and cafe for like 29, 39, and 49.
Pero ganon, nauuso ngayon.
Sabi ko, well, you're true. Sabi ko, tama ka naman. Pero, wag nating kalimutan na banda doon sa unahan, may mga nagbebenta ng milk tea na talaga namang totoong milk tea.
Yes.
And coffee. And, surprisingly, puno sila. So, ibig sabihin, there is a market in Kamalig na hindi lang natin alam. So, you cannot underestimate
And I'm happy about Kamalig naman talaga.
Oo, ma'am.
Kailangan nating, gusto ko lang talagang sabihin din na impressed ako sa pagbabago sa Kamalig.
Yes.
Kasi years back, Diyos ko, pag dumaan ka ng Kamalig, anong oras pa lang sarado ng mga ilaw, wala ng establishments na bukas. Pero ibang-iba na ang Kamalig ngayon. Ayan.
And even the mayor, ma'am, is very
Yes,
supportive.
the mayor is very
Nakakatuwa.
supportive
Oo.
of the businesses and mga
Totoo.
business owners. Kaya boom na boom ang Kamalig
Totoo,
ngayon.
ma'am.
Ibang-iba na siya if you compare it years ago tsaka ngayon. Buhay na ang Kamalig. And thanks to you, sa mga kagaya nyo,
Oo,
na
nagtiwala.
doon
Oo.
nag-invest sa Kamalig.
Pero again, nakakatawa lang kasi tinanggap kami ng tao doon na parang, wow, finally meron ng cafe dito na pwede nating tambayan
Yes.
after 8 p.m. Kasi parang 8 p.m. sarado na silang lahat doon eh.
madilim na.
Oo.
Pero ngayon,
Ngayon,
meron
ma'am,
na.
nung naharaan kasi, during the bare months, nagtrabaho kami hanggang 10. Tapos kahit 11 may tao pa. Pero ngayon, medyo nag-slow down kami kasi medyo nahihirapan din kami sa, brownout. May mga challenges din tayo na gano'n eh. Yung brownout, minsan sobrang lakas ng ulan. So, yun yung mga talagang main challenges na kinakaharap namin.
Yeah.
Pero, rest naman talaga is really good.
Yes. And napakaganda na may establishment na ng kagaya ninyo na open hanggang wee hours of the day.
Yes.
Oo. Kasi
Yes.
like yung mga bata ngayon, yung mga titos and titas na
That's
gusto
true.
magchikahan
Oo.
and gusto nila mas mahaba ang oras nila to spend with each other, meron na sa Kamalig.
Yes. Ayan, ma'am. Makikita
Ayan.
nyo sa natin sa TV kung how does Estrellas and Cafe
Very
Aldao looks like.
homey.
Very
ang
cozy.
inyong- Very
Oo.
cozy. And parang sa bahay ka lang pero social lang vibe na
Yes.
comfortable and maganda ang
Yes,
ambience.
that's right. Yun ang goal natin, ma'am.
Napakagaling. Okay. So, let's talk about puhunan. How much po yung prepare niyong puhunan?
Okay. So sa puhunan, ma'am, medyo, hindi naman ganun kalaki, pero we have a lot of learnings. So siguro umabot kami ng mga 1.2 to 1.5 for the two. Medyo nahirapan kami during the renovation process.
Nag-renovate.
Renovate
Is this
din
a
siya.
home or-
It is an existing business na dati yata siyang printing shop and then it became a restaurant and then it became a pandesal store. So it has a long story,
Do you own this place po? Or
Not yet, ma'am.
you're renting it?
We're renting it at the
okay.
moment.
So,
Opo.
maraming renovations.
Maraming
when you
renovations
rent.
na naganap. So those are like the challenges lang naman. So we spent for about like 1.2 to 1.5 million if I'm not mistaken.
Medyo malaki itong area mo kasi.
It's for about siguro mga 80 square meters. So kasama naman dun ma'am yung mga gamit sa loob.
Tingnan mo, hindi typical na table and chair.
Ano ma'am, ano yan? And most,
Ano?
ito, ma'am, ano lang to ma'am, fun fact lang to, most of the furnitures there are from Dubai.
Wow!
So I shipped it talaga.
Ang
Oo.
sosyal.
Sinip ko talaga yan ma'am.
Ang sosyal talaga. So, from Dubai mismo itong mga
Yes.
itong
So,
mga...
ang ano yan, ma'am, the idea of the cafe is parang boutique cafe. So, what you
Oo.
see there, na mga pang-decoration, you can actually buy it. So, may nagustuhan ka, parang, ay, gusto ko to. Parang gusto ko to, magugustuhan to ng, ng misis ko. You could
Oo.
buy it as long as there is a price tag.
Very
So, that's the
nice.
idea. Oo. And then, sa Estrellas
So,
naman.
para
Iba.
hindi, yung mga, dinala mo talaga itong mga gamit na ito from Dubai.
Let's
itong
just say, ma'am, na siguro mga 80%.
Nice.
75 to 80%. So even the tables at the restaurants, galing din po yun ng Dubai. So
I
yung mga light
see.
fixtures, furnitures, console tables, artworks, frames, lahat talaga galing sa Dubai. Kasi medyo nahirapan akong maghanap ng something na hindi nakikita sa Bicol or something na
Oo.
very unique. Parang ilang mall na nalibot ko noon pero hindi ko mahanap yung gusto ko. So sabi ko, I decided na, you know what, let me ship, a lot of things from Dubai. And sa Dubai naman kasi, marami namang mura sa amin. Pag sinabi mong sale, it's really on
And
sale.
may mga tax-free, tama po ba yun?
Yes, may mga tax-free.
Ang mga
Oo.
Oo.
Tsaka, I don't know, parang mas maganda siguro yung aesthetic ng furniture sa amin if I compare it maybe here in the Philippines. Or baka hindi ko pa nahanap talaga kung saan mas magandang bumili ng mga furnitures dito sa Bicol. Pero, pero as I said,
Pwede
most
ka namin-
ng mga furnitures dito sa Bicol. Pero as I said,
Pwede ka namin tulungan dyan.
Oo nga,
Ibubulong ko
ma'am,
sa'yo mamaya.
Pero
Oo.
in most cases, lahat talaga siya, binili ko sa Dubai.
I see. Okay. So, kung gusto ninyong ma-experience yung kakaibang
Ambiance.
ambience
Oo.
and makakita ng mga furnitures and fixtures na
Yes.
hindi mo typically nakikita sa araw-araw dito sa Pilipinas.
Yes.
Go na kayo dito sa Estrellas and Aldao
Aldao,
Cafe.
yes.
Ayan. So, napakaganda ng in-offer nila. Okay, so maganda na yung ambiance sa pag-usapan na natin. Maganda. How about the food? What are your best sellers po?
So, ano to ma'am? So, si Cafe Aldao is more of like, I wouldn't say naman it's European, but it's like more of like the Western food with a twist of Bicolano. So si Estrellas naman is more of the comfort food, comfort Filipino food. So meron kami yung mga silogs, rice toppings, and then yung bago naming dish, which is the pinangat curry.
Wow!
So we
Napawaw
infuse,
talaga kami
yes,
sabay-sabay.
and this is currently the favorite of most of the people who ordered sa amin. Pinangat curry. So it's simmered, slowly cooked with curry sauce. Tapos meron din kaming pinangat Shanghai.
Wow!
So we infuse pinangat sa Shanghai.
Nice!
Opo.
So talagang yung because Kamalig is known
It's
for
known
pinangat.
for pinangat. Lalayo ka pa ba, di ba?
Oo. Nila in-incorporate nyo na yung pinangat sa mga dishes
Yes.
nyo. So, grabe.
Because I love curry. Mahilig ako
Oo.
sa curry kasi sa Dubai staple food 'yan eh. Ng mga Indians or ng people who love curry basically. So we infuse curry and
Asian
pinangat at the
talaga,
same
curry.
time. Yes.
Oo.
Tapos ano yun ma'am, marami din kaming mga rice toppings like kandinga or yung bopis.
Oo.
So yung bopis namin is simmered, slowly cooked na talagang medyo maasim-asim na maalat-alat. Ganyan. Hindi siya yung parang typical bopis na may carrots, na medyo matamis. It's legit na Bicolano style bopis yung siniserve namin dyan. And then we also have a lot of varieties ng mga sandwiches. So we have tuna, we have egg. Then sa cafe naman, we have pancakes. Ang pancake namin is imported from Dubai, of course.
Wow!
Diba? So, and in fact,
favorite ka ang pancake
but
talaga.
you'll have to visit us.
Favorite ka ang pancake, pero hindi pa ako nakatikim ng pancake from Dubai.
Ma'am,
So,
you'll have to visit us. And again, ma'am, another fun fact ito, ma'am. Ang unang nag-review sa amin is foreign. Sa Google review namin. So so they visited us. Parang sa ano lang, parang
can you
nadaanan
name
lang nila.
the person?
I think Julia and there's another guy. Nakalimutan ko na ma'am eh. So two of them, they're like a couple. So dumaan sila doon. Tapos pumasok sila sa Cafe Aldao and they ordered pancake. They just wanna try it and coffee. And then we were not expecting anything. Tapos parang after an hour, nag-review sila na this is the best pancake ever
Oh my
in
God,
the
we have
region.
to
And
try
your
it.
coffee is really, really good. So dun, from then on, yung Google review namin, sunod-sunod na.
Nice.
Tapos nahahanap na kami through Google review. Ito, I also want to suggest doon sa mga business owners na very important yung social media, especially the Google review.
Yes. Take note of that sa mga business owners.
Kasi
and
feeling ko
good
dito sa
business
Bicol,
owners.
they're not very much focused on social media.
Yeah.
We are still on traditional way of
Struggling
marketing.
pa yung karamihan.
Yes,
Lalo yung mga
opo.
old na yung businesses na
Yes.
hawak nila. Lalo yung mga medyo may edad na ang owners.
Yes. So traditional marketing pa din naman sila.
Traditional
Which is, I think it's good because it still works in Bicol. Pero sa amin naman, ma'am, we also focus on building the community.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. So medyo malaki po yung naipuhunan natin dito sa ating business, no? So baby pa, from the soft opening, ano? Oo. So, sige. Dahil medyo malaki po yung ating naipuhunan, estimate lang po, yung ROI natin, mga gaano katagal kaya?
Siguro ma'am, hindi ko naman siya minamadali, to be honest. And the more I think about the ROI, mas ma-stress ka eh. Siguro, I enjoy the process, of being a business owner. But, given siguro mga 2-3 years, kung gusto ko talagang babawi. Oo. Siguro maximum 2 years.
Pero,
kasi at the moment, ma'am, it's really doing good.
It's doing good.
It's really
Yun
doing
ang
good.
importante.
May mga panahon kami na may mga naka-wait to be seated. Especially nung December and January. It came to us as a surprise na parang meron tao sa labas, 4 pa.
Wow.
And we have no place, to put them inside. So even the cafe na parang ang maximum capacity namin is parang 8, puno yan, ma'am.
Nice.
Opo.
Oo. So you need to have a bigger.
Yun nga po. Kaya nag-decide
Oo.
kami mag-open sa Cal.
Ayan. Dito.
Dito sa Cal.
Sa Legazpi.
Sa Legazpi.
Dito
Pero
sa may,
ang dadali lang namin dyan is yung Cafe Aldao. Kasi yun yung medyo mobile madaling bitbitin.
Nice. Okay. So, ito pong mga coffee beans ninyo, itong ginagamit ninyo sa Cafe Aldao, ito po ba ay sourced dito lang sa atin o inaangkat mo?
Good question, ma'am. Medyo ako dito, medyo hindi ako masyadong well-versed. Pero alam ko, I think it's local, but it's Arabica. Kasi yun din ang favorite na kape ko, Arabica talaga.
And may na-interview na po kami dito na talagang locally sourced din ang kanilang beans, and they say it's really good quality na din po kasi competitive na din yung ating mga local producers.
It is, ma'am. Medyo sometimes kasi yung ibang cafe dito, nag-struggle din sila kasi yung source natin dito, yung resources natin, medyo kulang pa rin. Lalo na sa dami na ng mga cafes ngayon na naglo-local beans. So, I think it's also a good idea na magkaroon pa ng more roastery, you know, and coffee beans variety in the Philippines. That would be
my next question. How do you feel about having competitors around? Ano yung thoughts mo doon?
Well, competitors will always be there, you know, but siguro for us, it is very important na you have your own selling point. Yung unique selling point mo, ma'am. Kasi marami naman makakagawa ng kape. Marami makakagawa ng milk tea, you know. But at the end of the day, what stands out is yung service mo. Yung quality ng pagkain mo. Marami magsaserve ng top silog, ng long silog. They're probably cheaper than us. But what stands out is probably is yung presentation namin. Malinis yung area namin.
Very important.
The service we provided. Mismo ako, ma'am, I normally approach the guest and ask them na, ma'am, how was your experience? How was your food? And thank God, we never had a single person complaining or nagsabi na, you know what, di masarap. You know? And kung meron man, ang lagi lang namin nagiging probably challenge is minsan may delay sa pagkain. Which is normal, lalo na pag marami. But then again, service recovery agad ako. So I give them, let's say, ma'am, mag-chocolate muffin muna kayo while waiting. So, you know, it's important that you value, you value yung oras ng client.
And you think ahead.
Yes.
Like, if you think, medyo matagal na, ito muna para maging happy
Siyempre,
sila.
ma'am, di ba, imagine you're waiting for your food, mainit na ang ulo niyan, di ba?
Yes, exactly.
And I value time. Kasi sa Dubai, we value time. So, yung pag-aantay mo, at least, have something para pagdating ng pagkain mo, masaya ka pa rin. So, that's probably one of the suggestions that, you know, I want to mention to most of the businesses at cafe na napuntahan namin dito na I don't think they have like a service recovery kind of thing.
Oo. Yung ano talaga, customer satisfaction.
Yes.
Yun yung dapat number one. Kapag ito yung mga klase ng business na meron kayo.
That's true.
Total
Customer-driven
experience, di ba? Hindi lang yung sarap ng food, kundi yung mafe-feel ng customers ninyo when they leave your establishment, they should be completely happy and satisfied.
I think not only that, ma'am, yung memories ba na dadalhin nila paglabas nila na, wow, babalik ako sa Aldao kasi hindi ko naalala na gutom pala ako. Diba? Kasi ang mas matatandaan nila, minsan kasi, ma'am, aminin natin, kahit nagkaroon ng problema yung customer, but then if your service is really good, hindi na nila maaalala yung bad experience nila. Mas maaalala nila, yung dadalhin nila na thought na, masaya ako lumabas. Parang ganon. Opo.
And that thought will make them come back
of
for
course,
more.
Definitely. Ma'am, sa liit namin yan, may nag-host na kami ng mga binyagan.
Nice!
Small groups.
Grabe, no?
I don't know kung nakuha nyo dyan yung setup namin na we hosted for about 20 people and they're very happy because the place itself, it looks very, very chic. Para bang, oh my God, wala dito sa ibang area.
Parang nasa sosyal na bahay ka na nagkakapit kumakain.
Imaginein mo na lang, ma'am, you're in this place and you're eating tapsilog.
Nice,
diba?
Oo.
Nakakatuwa.
Yung couch pa lang, parang excited na ako umupo doon.
Yes.
Napakaganda ng furniture.
Ma'am, tinutulugan ng bata yan.
Nice.
Would you believe? Sa sobrang comfortable ng couch namin, kids
habang kumakain yung magulang, nakatulog.
Nakakatulog sila dyan.
Diba? Ang ganda naman kasi talaga. And kakaiba yung furnitures. At the same time, very personalized ang service na binibigay ng may-ari mismo.
Yes.
And siya mismo kakamustahin kung kumusta ang experience. Nai-enjoy nyo ba ang siniserve namin? It's a plus factor para sa isang food business.
Totoo yan, ma'am. I think that's really a plus factor for every food business.
Yes.
Yung kumustahin mo lang sila na, kumusta yung pagkain nyo dyan, di ba?
Yeah. So, hindi na kailangan gagastos ka pa para sa mga secret shoppers para lang magpanggap na customer at malaman mo how your staff are performing.
Yes.
Kasi di ba uso yun, naging trabaho ko rin kaya yun dati.
Mystery shoppers,
mystery shopper, yung kakain ako sa mga malalaking restaurant. I have a budget, pero ito check ko lahat from the utensils, table, did the manager
Ano ako dyan, ma'am? Very aware ako dyan. Kasi back in the days, I also worked for Jollibee. Nung kabataan natin, siguro 16 years old, I started working in Jollibee na. So medyo familiar ako sa mga mystery shoppers, yung food production. So meron na rin akong background ng restaurant. Kaya,
sideline ko kasi yun.
kaya pala. Ma'am, kayo pala yung nagbibigay ng hindi magandang review sa
Ay,
amin
hindi ako yun.
Joke lang
Medyo,
po.
oo. Pero important din yun.
No, but that's true.
You
That's
don't
true.
have, the point that I'm trying to say is you don't have to hire these people if ikaw mismo na business owner.
That's a very good point. Very
Very
good point.
confident ka that you are offering the best service.
That's true. That's
diba?
true.
You don't
That's
need
true.
secret shoppers to do
And that's also
the
an added
checking.
expenses. Di ba? Kung
tama.
mag-hire ka pa ng personal, mga mystery shopper mo, when you can actually do it yourself
Yes.
Na ikaw na mismo lumapit ka na sa mga guests mo and say hi.
Yeah.
And it's also a good start of conversation. And then
Tama.
they ask you already na, how did you start it? Saan galing to? And then
tama.
later on, makita mo, sir, parang gusto ko yung naka-display mo.
Yeah.
Bilhin ko na to. O sige sir, bilhin mo na yan. O, di ba?
Diba?
Nakabenta pa
Galing.
tayo. Di ba?
Napakahusay. So, maganda no, hindi lang siya parang restaurant, andun na rin yung mga pwede kang bumili ng gamit from Dubai, and ang ganda ng idea ni sir. Ayan. So, parang medyo nabanggit mo na what makes you stand out from the rest of the coffee shops that they can see.
Maliban sa
around,
matangkad ako, ma'am.
Oo.
Yun, yung service namin.
Talagang kitang-kita na siya.
Oo.
So, yung service from the heart. Okay. So, sabi niyo nga, sir, may business pa kayo sa Dubai, ano? And eventually, you will be leaving to check on your other business. How do you make sure na yung mga tao mo naman ay they're doing the right thing sa mga customers ninyo? Like, paano mo sinishare sa kanila
Very
yung
good point,
ginagawa mo?
Very good point. Maliban sa may camera ako.
Okay.
Just a joke, ma'am.
Oo.
Maliban doon, obviously,
No.
kailangan mo talaga
It's
yun.
important.
It is important. Let's
Oh,
face
for
it.
monitoring,
That's
yes.
true. Let's face it.
Oo.
Siguro, one factor is to trust the people who work with you.
Okay.
Hindi naman pwedeng laging magdududa ka or maghihinala ka. When you put these people into their places, kailangan mo sila bigyan ng 100% full trust. Okay? Kasi kung hindi mo sila pagkakatiwalaan at lagi mo silang babantayan, they may feel like na para ako lagi binabantayan, hindi na ako makakakilos. And putting the right people in the position is probably makes a lot of difference.
And that's one of the challenges na meron ng mga business owners.
Totoo
no?
yan.
Yung
Totoo
hiring
yan.
the right people for the job.
Totoo yan, ma'am.
And how do you do it? Ikaw ba mismo yung nag-hire, nag-check?
Well, my brother is an HR manager dati. So he does all the interviewing. Hindi naman pa kami ganun kalaki. But we make sure na we have the right people to work with us.
But when you open a business and you hire people, ito na, pumapasok na yung sinasabing tumutulong kayo sa ekonomiya ng ating lugar.
Of course.
Because
oo.
when you hire people, isang pamilya ang natutulungan mo umangat ng konti ang buhay.
And the staff
Diba?
itself, ma'am,
The
na
staff,
at least
oo.
ikaw yung nagiging channel para matupad yung mga
Mapangarap
dreams nila. Oo.
And you train them. Yung training pa lang na nakukuha,
Yes.
iba pa yun sa di ba binabayaran ka dahil sa trabaho, pero yung knowledge and then yung experience, mas importante yun.
That's
and
true.
Marami na rin po ako na-interview dito that they started as a crew until one day sila na yung nag-own ng food business.
Those are really inspiring stories.
Yes.
Siguro ako, ma'am, parang I have my own bucket list. Meron akong timeline na parang this timeline needs to happen. So let's say, for example, during my younger years, nangarap ako ng bahay at lupa. And I need to have a bahay at lupa when I turn 25. So meron akong bahay at lupa. So hindi naman kailangan na magkaroon tayo ng timeline. Maybe it's more of like planning. Oo, hindi naman kailangan ng sobrang taking actions. Hindi rin naman kailangan ng sobrang strategic. But if you have a plan, may direction.
I see.
Diba?
Okay. Pero may business ka na, di ba? I believe that, am I right in saying na yung business mo sa Dubai, yun yung first love mo? Fashion, and then styling, and then paano ka naman nakapag-isip na mag-venture din into food business?
As I said, ma'am, we are coffee lover. Mahilig
coffee
kami
lover.
kumain. Mahilig kami kumain. Pag nasa Bicol talaga kami, talagang nag-explore kami ng mga restaurants and all. And again, it's one of in my bucket list na gusto
Yung
kong
paghanap
magkaroon.
mo sa kakahanap mo ng makakainan na masarap, dahil mahilig kumain, yun.
It's your passion
But you're
din
not
yan.
a cook talaga, or...
No, ma'am. But I could say I'm a good cook. Marunong ako magluto. Okay? So, may lasa naman yung niluluto ko. Yes, oo. Pero, again, it's one of my bucket list na magkaroon ako ng restaurant or cafe. So,
minanifest mo talaga.
kailangan siyang matupad. Parang ganyan, no?
So, ayun. So, hindi ikaw chef or nag-aral na magluto paano mo nabuo yung business?
Well, it's because I have a restaurant background. Back in the days, ma'am, di ba? Galing ako ng Jollibee.
Oo.
I work sa Jollibee, sa Kenny Rogers, Texas Chicken, so name it. So medyo yung background ko sa restaurant business or sa food chain business, medyo matatag na rin.
Matatag.
And then,
Marami ka ng learning.
ang una kong trabaho sa Dubai, ma'am, is Kenny Rogers Dubai. So that's when I started talaga internationally na ma-expose ako na this is how it goes pala pag international ka na. And it's completely different from what we have
Ano yung
here.
work mo doon?
Nag-start ako as a service crew, and then after 6 months, I got promoted as an in-store marketing manager.
Ang galing. Iba talaga ang Pinoy.
Machika lang tayo, kaya nabudol natin sila.
Hindi yun budol siguro. Magaling ka talaga, sir.
Thank you,
Ayan.
ma'am.
So, naging manager ka
Naging manager
in just
ako.
6 months.
In just 6 months. Pero may mga nakakatakot din na kwento. Siguro. Hindi ko alam kung dapat ko ba siyang ikwento dito. But then there was like a point in my life na down ako kasi it could be a bit sensitive. There was like, it involves law. Hindi ako nagnakaw or anything like that. Hindi ko na lang sasabihin. Pero there was a point in my life na sobrang na-down ako. Kasi I need to leave my job. And then, sabi pa nga nung manager ko na, no, you will never find anything like this. Ito lang yung magbibigay sa'yo ng trabaho. Sabi ko gano'n, you watch, and then I'll prove to you na pagbalik ko dito, I'm earning better than what you earn. And less than 3 months, nakakuha ko ng bagong trabaho in a supervisory position. So, yung trabaho ko, para siyang we sell luxury items, yung mga art pieces, yung mga Scandinavian pieces na may mga pangalan ng artist. And when you sell that, you make a lot of money. Sa isang tao lang, you could make like 1 million. Parang ganon. So, after 3 months, na-hire ako doon, and then I'm still not happy. Sabi ko, parang feeling ko, meron pa din kulang. Parang hindi pa rin ito yung gusto ko. And then I tried applying sa Emirates Airlines. And then it took them 6 months. Na-interview ako parang after 3 months. Tapos parang nawala. So sabi ko parang walang chance. Pero I never gave up. Kasi dream ko talaga ang Emirates Airlines eh. So nag-apply ako ulit. Sabi nung nag-interview sa akin, you know what, your file, natabunan siya. So you actually passed the first screening. Yun lang. It took us time kasi natabunan siya. But then you're here, nag-interview kami, and then thank God, nakapasa na ako. Then from 2001 until 2016, I was with Emirates Airlines.
Doon talaga ikaw natuto ng customer service na bonggang-bongga sa Emirates.
Opo.
Kasi iba ang standard nila
Iba
doon.
talaga, ma'am. The trainings, na pagdadaanan mo, iba talaga yung standards.
So, na-combine mo itong lahat ng knowledge and experience na to. So, lahat na pupunta dyan sa inyong coffee business and inyong food business ay mabibigyan ng assurance na the best service ang makukuha nila bilang ikaw ang nagtuturo sa mga staff mo at ikaw mismo nag-check.
That's true, ma'am.
Na maganda ang service.
That's true. Thank you for mentioning that. Nakalimutan ko actually na ako nga pala, no?
So, yun. Maganda na ang isang business owner pinagdaanan ng lahat. So, si Sir pinagdaanan niya from being a crew hanggang sa na-promote. Ibig sabihin, na-appreciate mo even the little things doon sa business, di ba? Yung pagiging malinis ang negosyo, pagiging professional ng mga tao mo, pagiging, kumbaga, from the heart ang service na binibigay. Kasi ikaw mismo, alam mo yon.
At saka, ma'am, siguro, to add it lang, dapat na-enjoy mo. You need to enjoy what you do. Kasi pag nag-i-enjoy ka, you don't actually feel like you are working. Di ba? Nandoon ka lang, it's because you love what you're doing. Diba? Pero kung hindi mo nasa puso or if it's not in your passion, maybe find another business that actually resonates. Yung sa pagkatao mo o kung ano yung passion mo.
So close to your heart din, although you love styling and yung fashion, pero close to your heart because you've been doing this almost ilang years, decades, no?
Decades
yung food service and the only difference is before you provide the service but now you own the business.
That's right,
na.
yes.
So ang ganda and very inspiring yung story mo.
Thank you, ma'am.
Na you started from being a service crew. Alam natin yung hirap ng pagiging service crew and then talagang nag-move up the ladder ka and then nag-ipon ka and then nag-visualize ka ng pangarap mo and you turned it into a reality by opening your own business.
That's the most important part.
And
when
that
you
is
turn
very
that into reality.
inspiring,
Thank
diba?
you. I hope may na-inspire nga talaga ako.
Ako kami dito at yung mga nanonood for sure
Thank you
na-inspire na
very
sila.
much.
So, hindi kayo pwede mag-stop lang. Like, for example, if you're a service crew now, hanggang dun ka na lang. Take it from our guest here. Na from a service crew, he went up the ladder. Ano yung mga characteristics na meron ka para umangat ka ng ganito?
Siguro ma'am, one thing is wala akong masyadong option. I don't give myself an option. So when I do it, it needs to work. So parang, ay okay lang, may option B naman eh. No, it doesn't work for me. It needs to work. Kasi pag may option ka, may option C ka pa. May D, may E. So ang daming letra sa alphabet, di ba? So hanggang Z na yan, baka ubos na yung budget mo, di ba? So siguro ako yun lang, kung ano yung gusto kong umpisahan, it needs to make it work. Nakalimutan akong banggitin na I also have my own clothing brand in Dubai, which is Kihon. It's a small business. Hindi pa siya yung talagang, marami nang gusto mag-invest, but I chose not to kasi gusto ko lang na accessible lang siya sa mga taong may gusto. You know? So we're making kimonos and cohorts. So yun yung isa sa mga hobby ko.
It's a good thing. You're introducing yung mga natin dito, fashion ng Pilipino sa Dubai. Ay, nako, I wish you
diba?
Well. Sana talaga, di ba, maging successful ka pa, lalo.
Thank you, ma'am. Sana magdilang anghel ka.
Yeah.
Para marami pa tayong branches na mabuksan sa mga susunod na panahon.
Introducing Filipino artistry, crafts and culture through fashion styling sa business
Yes.
mo.
Kasi I also infuse kasi yung mga Filipino style na halimbawa yung print ng sampagita. Para at least, it has something to do with me being a Filipino.
Oh my God, first time ko talaga to maka-interview ng talagang international ang business. So,
Grabe,
nahahappy talaga ako today and for sure na-inspire natin sila. So, grabe no, as isang Filipino na crew, nag-start sa Jollibee at a very young age and ngayon, isa ng business owner na nagpapatakbo ng negosyo sa ibang bansa at dito sa Pilipinas.
So, ma'am, may I say din pala, sorry ma'am, na hindi masamang mangarap ka. Dahil ang taong may pangarap, may direksyon ng buhay.
Nice.
It's okay to be ambitious basta kaya mo. Minsan nga kahit hindi mo kaya, kayanin mo. Don't give up on something na hindi mo pa nasusubukan gawa ng paraan dahil napagod ka lang.
Yan.
Yeah,
okay. So ano ang katangian dapat meron ng isang tao para maging magaling na negosyante?
Siguro una dyan, ma'am, yung pasensya. I think that's very important na mahaba ang pasensya mo para at least mas maintindihan mo yung process. Pangalawa, syempre, yung strategic planning mo na talaga dapat may plano ka. Kung ano yung susunod na mga steps mo, tapos siguro yung idea mo sa kung ano yung ginawa mong business. You just don't go to a business na hindi mo alam kung anong gagawin mo.
Aralin mo
muna siya. I'm not saying na aral ko na yung food industry. Kasi me being here in Camalik is totally a completely different market sa kung ano yung nakagisnan ko. Yeah. So I was a bit scared, diba sabi ko nga sa inyo. But then, you need to take the risk. Kasi pag hindi nyo tinake yung risk na yon, you will never know. Diba? At kung alam mo naman na okay, I think medyo tayo ngayon, medyo mahina tayo ngayon, do something about it. Huwag mo siyang pabayaan na humina lang and then you didn't do anything.
And sa mga kabataan na nanonood, parang na-observe ko lang yun yung parang mistake na nakikita ko sa kanila kasi ang dami-daming options sa paligid. Hindi na nila alam ko alin uunahin, alin ba ipaprioritize ko, alin ba yung direction na pupuntahan ko kasi they're being offered a lot of options. So take it from our guest here na pag meron kang nakitang isa, naniniwala ka dun ka nagalingan mo na ibuhos mo na lahat.
Yes.
Hindi yung, ay, nahirapan ka lang ng konti dito, ayoko na, dito na naman, papalitan mo na
mali yun. I mean, personally, hindi ko yun, hindi dapat ganun ang pagninegosyo.
Okay. So, since umpisahan mo na to, panindigan mo na, gawin mo na yung best mo.
And make it work.
Make it work.
Make it work. Ako talaga make it work. Pag maraming option, mas mahihirapan ka. Pag ang option mo lang to make it work, you'll make it work. You work hard for it.
Gawin mo na lahat. Inumpisaan mo na todo mo na. Ganon.
Tsaka, not only that, ma'am, feeling ko kasi when you fail, maraming maapektuhan. And that includes the people na nangangarap. Just like you, yung tauhan mo and all. But when they see you're thriving, you really try, your best to make it work, you'll see the people working with you na ganun din sila.
Yeah.
Si Sir ginagawa ang lahat ng paraan para umangat tayo eh. Let's help Sir. Para lahat tayo, sabay-sabay tayo aangat.
Yeah, pag umangat ka, angat din sila.
Of course,
diba? Sabay-sabay, tama. And napakaganda nun. So ikaw mismo, you set an example to your employees, you inspire them. So, kahit wala ka dyan, they
That's true.
perform well. Okay. Kasi parang ikaw yung tipo yata ng boss na, hindi, kasama ko kayo sa tagumpay.
That's exactly my my goal. Yun yung goal ko. Kailangan, kung aangat ako, dapat kasama sila.
Nice.
At saka hindi rin naman ako yung boss na tipong, medyo mahigpit ako, but when we are out, we are like family. So, in fact, lumalabas kami. Kada uwi ako dito, last time na I was here, I took them to the beach, nag-picnic kami, and we had fun. Etong kauwi ko lang, nag-bar kami kasi gusto daw nilang uminom. We had fun. So, kasama nila ako nagsasayaw. It's because I want them to feel na hindi ako malayo sa inyo. I want them to feel na just like you, tao lang ako, pwede nyo akong lapitan kung may mga problema kayo. I'm always open to them.
Okay. So, sabi ni Sir, if you're a business owner, treat your people with kindness din. And then, appreciate them also for their efforts.
Yes. But as long as hindi nawawala yung respeto nila sa inyo, may boundaries pa din naman. Yes.
Ayan. Very good. Okay. If there's one naku, bitin na, dapat Sir Chad, 3 hours kami ni Sir. Oo.
Meron pa namang next time, ma'am, pag nag-open ng call, diba?
Dapat pala isa-isa nating diniscuss yung bawat business ni Sir, no? So, pwede pa ito bumalik si Sir kasi marami naman siyang businesses na i-discuss sa atin kasi bitin yung isang oras po namin. I'm sure pati yung audience natin na bitin. So, please, show your love to Sir and his businesses dito sa Albay by sharing our program sa inyo pong mga Facebook pages and walls. Kasi the provincial government of Albay is already offering this platform to business owners para kayo po ay makapag-promote ng negosyo nyo for free. Take advantage of this po. And kayo din pong audiences, pwede rin nyo pong i-share ang aming story, ang kanyang story sa inyong Facebook walls para mas maraming makaalam na may ganito ng business establishment sa Kamalig na nagsiserve ng magandang masarap na food na ang ambience ay kakaiba. And kung gusto niyo maka-experience ng para kayong nasa Dubai pero nasa Kamalig lang kayo at kumakain kayo ng homey and delicious food, try Estrellas and Cafe Aldao. Ayan. So thank you so much, Sir. Siguro I'll give you a chance to thank the people who helped you. Opo.
Okay, before we end this, ma'am, gusto ko lang magpasalamat, of course, doon sa mga staff ko na always there to support us. Of course, my family, my mom and my brothers, na tinulungan din ako during the construction process, even I was away. And, of course, yung mga mga loyalty namin, mga loyal customers namin, yung mga parokyano namin. So we call them Aldaweños and Ka-Estrellas. So maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat and balik-balikan nyo lang po kami, ma'am, kasi marami pa po kaming mas exciting na mga offers at saka mga promotions in the next coming months.
Ayan. So Kamalig Albay. Ayan. Meron na something sa Kamalig na pwedeng dayuin. Kahit nang hindi mga taga-Kamalig, go tayo sa Kamalig kasi may ganito
plug ko na rin, ma'am, yung opening namin.
Sige,
go ahead. Opening another branch in Cal Courtyard. So hopefully mag-open kami ng bago mag-end ng May.
Nice.
So I hope to see you all there sa Cal Courtyard. Para naman ma-experience nyo yung pagmamahal ng Cafe Aldao, yung warm ng Cafe Aldao.
Ayun. So, hindi na tayo pupunta ng Kamalig. Kung kayo taga dito, Santo Domingo, Bakakay, and Legazpi, Daraga, mag-open na siya sa Cal.
Pero ma'am, invite ko kayo sa Kamalig. Kasi full ang restaurant namin doon eh. It's full operational restaurant na may cafe. So, puntahan nyo kami, ma'am.
Ayan, yes. Talaga itatry ko yung pancake na yan ni Sir na from Dubai kasi di pa ako nakatry niyan. Ayan. And titingnan ko rin yung mga for sale na mga stuff doon ni Sir.
Yes.
Gusto ko.
Marami kami paparating, especially dito sa Cal Courtyard. It's going to be a boutique cafe.
Boutique cafe.
So, even mga diffuser.
Sige, Sir. I-invite kita ulit dito for another round kasi bitin po ako para naman pag-usapan natin yung Cal Cafe.
Kasi lagi siya nagre-remind na 9 minutes na lang.
Bitin talaga kami.
Bitin talaga.
Sa dami ng experiences mo, Sir, and sa dami ng business na hawak mo, kulang ang isang oras para makuha ko lahat ng kailangan kong makuha information. But we learned a lot from you today. And thank you.
Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart.
Na-enlighten nyo kami sa maraming bagay, na-inspire nyo kami from your humble beginnings sa kung nasaan ka na ngayon.
Thank
It's
you.
very inspiring. So we have another 5 minutes kasi pati sila bitin. So meron pa kami 5 minutes sir. Ayan sir. So grabe, ang galing-galing mo no. Ano po yung background mo? Let's talk about, may 5 minutes pa tayo. Educational background mo, paano mo nagawa ito? May kinalaman ba sa background mo sa education?
Well, this is very interesting, ma'am. And masasurprise kayo kasi hindi naman ako college graduate.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
Ang galing! Nakapagbuka siya ng negosyo sa ibang bansa nang hindi po siya college graduate. Nakaka-inspire. Gawa
back in the days, wala naman kami. I mean, nakikita na kami sa mga kamag-anak namin. That's how we live, our life. Tapos, my aunt, I grew up with my aunt who is a seamstress, taga-Tahe. Ganon din si mama, taga-Tahe. So, we live in a compound na talagang ang bahay namin, parang ito lang ma'am. Tapos, lababo, kama.
Oh my God.
Tapos, there was like a point in my life na when I need to sell, yung mga chips sa mga bata. Magaling ako ma'am kahit ng bata ako. I know how to lure the kids. Talagang ginagano ko sa mukha nila. And then they cry, gusto ko yan. Parang ganun. So, nagtinda din kami sa Balintawak ng kapatid ko. Yung mga pinupulot na vegetables. So, we run after the truck. May mga nahuhulog. Titinda namin yan. Katabi namin si mama. She's a Yakult vendor. So, nasa gilid lang kami yan, ma'am. Tapos, pag may mga pulis na hulihan, bilis namin magbalot. Takbo kami, tago kami, parang gano'n. So, gano'n yung buhay namin during our younger days. Tapos, when I graduated high school, I started working sa Jollibee. So, ang course ko, if I clearly remember, ECE ako noon. ECE, tanong mo ma'am kung bakit.
Bakit?
Kasi ang sabi nila, may libro na daw yung mga pinsan ko ng ECE. Hindi na raw ako bibili. Pero nakakatawa yung ganun thinking, no?
Ano
na
nga
hindi
yung
nila
ECE? Electrical engineering.
Something like that. Electric Communication Engineering. Parang ganyan. So, sabi nila, yan ang course mo kasi marami ng libro.
Pinili talaga dahil sa libro.
Oo. Pero ang hindi nila alam, nagbabago ang libro every year, di ba? Nag-update yan eh.
Para lang makatipid.
Oo, I took the course.
Pero kung ikaw yung tatanungin nung time na yun, ano sana ang gusto mong course?
Nag-switch din naman ako, ma'am. Kasi hindi ako pumayag. Kasi I'm not happy. Kasi when I was working in Jollibee, may mga subject kami na drawing. Na nanginginig na yung kamay ko. I couldn't even draw a straight line. Kasi syempre, pasmado ka na eh. You're tired working, di ba? So, sabi ko, parang this is not for me. So, nag-switch ako sa communication arts. Which is, yun talaga yung gusto ko. Kasi
Kita
I love
naman
talking.
kung gaano kagaling sir magsalita.
Medyo people person ako eh. So, doon ako nag-switch. But then, hindi ko pa rin siya natapos. Kasi parang, nakakapagod yung thought na mahirap ka. Yung parang, you use a communal toilet every day of your life. You woke up, and then, maliligo ka, aakyat ka, yung bahay mo, parang literally kulungan lang. There was like a storm na na-hit yung bahay namin. Ma'am, literal, yung dingding namin, nakaganon kami na kapatid ko. Oo, ganun yung buhay namin. And I'm not saying na mayaman ako ngayon pero siguro, just to inspire people na hindi naman dahil mahirap ka ngayon, magiging mahirap ka
For the rest
of your life. You'll have to do something about it. So after that, nag-Jollibee ako. Hindi ko talaga kinaya. There was an opportunity. Sabi ng Kenny Rogers, we're hiring people to work in Dubai. Sabi ko, let me try. Hindi to alam ng parents ko. Wala silang kaalam-alam na nag-apply ako. And then one day, I came home and sabi ko, pahinging 15,000. I'm going to Dubai. Sabi ni auntie ko,
15,000 nakapag
placement fee. Sabi ni auntie, di ba Saudi yun? Sabi ko, auntie, Dubai nga. Sabi niya, hindi, Saudi yun. Delikado doon. Sabi ko, auntie, Saudi is Saudi. UAE is UAE. So, hindi pa nila kilala ang Dubai back in 1998. So, si Dubai kasi pa-boom pa lang nun eh. So sabi ni auntie, hindi mo natatapusin yung pag-aaral mo? Sabi ko, parang hindi ko na kayang tapusin kasi ang hirap na, although I'm paying for my tuition fee from what I earned, but it's still not enough. Kasi pamasahe mo pa lang. Imagine nyo, trabaho ko ng Jollibee hanggang mga 12 or 1, then I go back home, tapos gigising ako ng mga 5. So everyday ganun yung buhay ko for the last 2 years. Sabi ko parang hindi ko na kaya to. Sabi ko this is not what I want in life. Sabi ko I need to go somewhere na I'll prove myself na kaya ko. So, I flew to Dubai.
Grabe, no?
And then
So,
the
kung may
rest is history.
opportunity, yeah. If there's an opportunity and you think you can make it, you believe in yourself,
That's
go.
true. That's true. Actually, man, pag sinasabi ko yan, kinukwento ko yan sa ibang tao, hindi nila ako paniniwalaan. Sasabihin nila, budol ka. Sabi ko, parang wala namang traces na nagtindahan ng ganito, ng ganyan. But,
Grabe,
that's the reality. You know?
Grabe. So, parang si God may way talaga yung mga lahat ng mga hardships sa pinagdadaanan natin ngayon.
That's
It's
true.
like just a preparation for you for something
Bigger.
great and something bigger.
That's true.
As long as you believe in yourself and you believe in Him.
And him. Ako talaga,
Oo.
I pray. At saka marami akong prayer warrior. Si mama, si ante, they always pray for me. Even the time na yung sinasabi ko na darkest time ko nung nandoon ako sa Dubai, they kept praying to me.
grabe.
And thank God, hindi nila napatunayan yun. So, wala silang pruweba na nangyari yun. So, kasi mahirap din na nasa ibang bansa ka na maraming naiinggit sa'yo just because you're better than them. May mga ganun kasi sa amin na they'll do something, especially during that time na sobrang higpit pa nila. Thank God, yung may-ari mismo na pinagtatrabahuhan ko, he believes in me. And he sees how hardworking during my tenureship doon sa pinagtatrabahuhan ko.
Grabe, ang galing ni Sir. Sobrang na-inspire mo
Thank
talaga
you, ma'am.
kami
Sana may
today.
mga na-inspire sa stories ko.
Yes, okay. So, si Sir, pinag-combine niya na talaga lahat. Yung naging hardships niya nung bata pa siya, paano siya, na-inspire siya sa maraming bagay, tapos nagkaroon ng experience, ginamit ang natutunang experience, di ba?
Tama. Capitalize on yourself.
Nag-grab siya ng iba't ibang opportunities and pinagbuti niya yung sarili niya hanggang sa narating niya kung saan man siya ngayon. Ayan, isang magaling na business owner. So, he
Thank
owns 2 businesses
Yes.
here.
And
Ngayon,
I own...
mag-open ang pangatlo.
Yes, that's right.
And sa
Yes.
Dubai, marami siyang mga negosyo. So, grabe. Nakakabilib. So, hindi talaga. Bitin kami sa i-invite namin kay ulit.
Meron pa
So,
namang next time, ma'am.
Yes.
At least hindi na siya nagre-remind ng 5 minutes.
So, thank you so much po.
You're most welcome. And from the bottom of my heart
Grabe.
again, thank you very much for having me
Thank you so
here.
much for being our guest today. And just one-liner po sa ating mga would-be business owners and sa mga business owners ngayon, ano ang dapat maisip nila para maging magaling ding negosyante?
Ako lang, ma'am, don't give up on your dreams. And then, wag kayo ng masyadong maraming option. That's it. Kasi the more marami kayong option, malilito lang kayo niyan.
Yeah.
Focus on what you really
Focus.
love and then, expound. Palakihin nyo yun.
Yan.
That's it.
Okay. So, thank you so much again.
Thank you, Ma'am Jamie.
Ayan.
Nakakatuwa naman. Para lang
Thank
talaga tayo
you.
nagkwentuhan today.
Opo. And thank you so much. Thank you din po sa inyo sa mga nanood na naman ng aming episode. Thank you to Mark, Kuya Mark, sa pag-invite sa ating guest.
Yes, thank you, Mr.
Sa
Mark
araw na ito.
Moran. Yes.
Yan. Taga-Kamalig kasi yan si Mark. Siyempre sa ating technical staff, si Richard Bobis at mga staff ko sa Lady po, Steph, John,
Thank you,
and
guys.
Brandon. Si Brandon po ang magsusulat ng inyong success story na i-feature
you.
natin sa magazine. Ayan, sila ni Steph. And thank you po sa inyong lahat sa mga nanood sa amin. Please share our Ladipo Business Hour story sa inyong mga walls din. So we can help Sir Kel here in promoting his business po. Businesses. Ang dami pala. Ayan. So maraming salamat for the Provincial Government of Albay and the Ladipo office. This is your host, Miss Jamie Florence Estrada Ribaya. Grow your business here in the province of Albay because we are so eager to serve and we're happy to assist you. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the week po. See you after election. Magre-resume po kami after election. Ayan. Thank you po.
Thank you, Ma'am Jamie. And see you again soon.
See you again. Bye-bye po.
Mandates. The Local Economic Development and Investment Promotion Office is mandated to facilitate, prepare, coordinate, and execute local economic development and investment promotion policies, programs, projects, and activities in compliance with DALJ Memo, Circular Number 2010-113. Vision. Ladipo Albay envisions to make the province of Albay the most preferred investment destination by providing a welcoming environment that provides ease in doing business, effective mechanisms, accurate and timely business information, and assistance to potential investors and partners. Mission. Ladipo Albay aims to foster the economic development and investment opportunities in the province of Albay through its various programs, projects, services, and activities. About the services. Local Economic Development and Investment Promotion is an office that is ready to assist potential investors and partners, private, individual or group, both foreign and local, and the general public, in terms of capacity building, advocacy promotion, marketing and product development assistance for the increased economic development and investment in the province of Albay.